Hello, friends. Welcome to Friday Night Love Huhnkie episode 274. Yeah, let's do stretching. Yeah, did some running and shower. Uh, Happy Friday. Uh, yeah, back to Friday Night Love Huhnkie episode 274, I think. Uh, yeah, 274. Okay. Happy Friday. And Instagram Live we'll do in the evening, okay? So it's like Friday afternoon because I do not want to let too many people know that I'm unemployed. So, okay, yeah. But I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm applying to jobs, uh, lawyer jobs in Alaska. So, yeah, it takes a while. So, I'm not worried, okay? I'm doing my job as job applicant. Okay. so, so I've been kind of shadowing like Monday through Friday, you know, not drinking because they may call me like telephonic interview whatnot. Okay, so I've been shadowing like 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, being totally sober. Yeah, just watching Korean TV shows and sometimes, yeah, continuing legal education, studying some law. The kind of legal area that I'm not familiar with, like employment law, criminal law, and such. Yeah, the kind of places that I apply to, okay? Uh-huh, yeah. Or watching TV shows, exercise. Oh, yeah. Cooking, eating, going to bathroom. Yeah, Monday to Friday. 9 to 5, kind of shadowing the people's work hours, okay? Because they may call me for interviews, okay? So, okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Now, let's do this is butter knife. It's blunt, so it's not sharp at all. It's butter knife. Not steak knife, butter knife, okay? Yeah, so Dago style martial arts, okay? Yeah, this back grip, flip it, front grip, okay? Back grip, front grip, okay? Front grip, back grip, front grip, back grip, okay? Okay. And okay. Frontal grip. Okay. 5 minutes break. Thank you. Yeah. Nice martial arts there. Whew. Okay. So, yeah, today's Friday. Happy Friday. Why did I come to the show so early? I just cannot wait. Okay, so yeah. Oh, hair do. My apologies. Uh, ah, okay, so let's continue to talk about mental disorder. Okay, so because it's quite interesting actually. Uh, and I read some in the internet some literatures about written by like psychologists, psychiatrists. Okay, even some academic papers as well. Okay, or some websites. Different personality disorder is interesting. Okay, so yeah, so let's talk about it. Okay, yeah. Also, in humanology, humanology is not a branch of psychology. We have different approach. We simplify things. Okay, yeah, and but there's an overlap between humanology and psychology, where we study human behaviorism, why people behave in the way that they do. Okay, we want to understand. Okay, so I want to help them too. Okay, sure, sure. And but yeah, I read some psychiatry literatures, and it did help. Okay, so I appreciate that. I do. Yeah, I think they are making progress there. Okay, yeah, I'm glad. It was, there are people with mental disorders who need their help. Okay, yes, so good. I'm happy for them. Okay, that's good. So what I okay, there's this theory, okay, and I adding my own stuff, and I also learn from other people, okay, like psychologists, psychiatrists, or but I'm adding my own analysis or adding my own theory in there. Okay, so let's give it a name. The theory of genesis of personality disorder. How about that? Yeah, personality disorder genesis theory. What's the origin? What's the cause? Okay. What it seems to me is abusive parents. I think that's about it. Yeah. Abusive parents. They could be physically abusive, mentally abusive, or sexually abusive, or verbally abusive, mentally abusive, psychologically abusive, or physically abusive. Okay, abusive parents to their children for like decades. So children who grew up in the toxic parental environment, if a person experience some trauma like once in a while, they can heal, right? Given time. Mental detoxification, detox time, okay? So they can heal from trauma. I did. I'm 48, okay? But if children for prolonged, like 2 decades, children grow up in that kind of parental environment, then it become more or less permanent disability, mental disability, and that's personality disorder. Okay? Let's give some examples, plural, okay? Uh, typically low income family, okay, typically, okay, because they're stressed, parents they're stressed out, they do not have enough money, so they're uneducated, making little money, they have children, so they're stressed out, they're unhappy, okay, so they argue each other between two parents, and also and they're obviously to their children too, okay, and obviously between the partners, domestic partners, because they are stressed out, unhappy, okay, this is understandable. I'm not saying all the low income families are like that. No, some of them are. Okay. So 5 minutes break, vocal rest. Okay, thank you. We got 2 hours, so let's take time, huh? Okay. Right. Welcome to Humanology Hospital. Okay, so sure, yeah, yeah. All right, let's continue. So, uh, some examples of verbal, mental, psychological abuse by some parents to their children is bullying. Okay, so I mean, typically father being abusive to his wife, low self-esteem. Okay, so uneducated, low-paying job, so low self-esteem, father. So and this father is bullying his wife and his children. Pick on the weaker person, physically weaker, smaller person. Okay, bullying. That's bullying. Parental bullying, spousal bullying. Okay, it's called domestic abuse, domestic violence. Okay, so sadly, it's quite common. Okay, and then these children they grew up in that environment, abusive environment for 2 decades. Okay, unless OCS, Office of Children's Service, intervene. Okay, yeah, and so, but even if they go to foster system, foster parents they can be abusive too. Okay, but we are talking about biological parents not for now, or it could be stepfather, step parent. Okay, yeah, whatever situation it may be. Okay, so basically unstable family. Okay, so children they get used to this kind of abusive environment. That's how they grow up as children, young children. We are talking about preteens or teenagers, okay? Under 18, okay? Children. And so that's so as they grow up, to them is something very normal because they're used to it. It's like everyday life with their abusive parents. Both times, abusive father. Okay? So as children they grow up, they get used to it. They see it as something very normal and usual, something that is okay. So when they come to school, School is not like that, right? Typically, unless it's a real bad neighborhood, okay? But at least school is not as abusive environment as their parental home. So they do not find it very comfortable with something, the peace, order, respect, love. They feel very uncomfortable in that setting. So they start to cause problems. They start to bully weaker students. They are the school bullies. They learned it from their parents how to bully other people. If they are not corrected as they become adults, sometimes they become criminals. Sometimes they somewhat become functional, which is good, which is improvement from their parents. Get more education, and then get a job in like office job, and they become office bullies to become their coworkers. If they become employers, they pick on their employees. They become office bullies. Okay? Yeah. Some are functional people with personality disorders. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. 5 minutes break, vocal rest, okay? So yeah, welcome to humanology hospital, okay? So sure. So look, we are trying to help, okay? So have I healed in my past those obviously people bullies? Have I converted them to non-bullies? Yes, I have. Yeah, so I know it's possible because I've done it. Right? How did I heal them? I corrected them, okay? Also, be a good role model, be a good example, okay? Because I'm a nice guy. Right? So they learn from me by spending time with me. Okay. Good. Here? Yeah. Spend time with me right here and learn from me. Okay. Sure. We can do that. So welcome to Humanology Hospital, okay? Sure. We can do that. Now, obviously parents, okay? Let's give some examples, okay? I mean, it can be in comedy, okay? Like there's this music video, Twisted Sisters, We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. It's in YouTube, okay? So it's comediized. I understand it's no laughing matter, but look, it's fictional allowance there, okay? So this father talking to his son in that music video, yeah, you are nothing, you will become nothing. What are you gonna do with your life? Okay, so kind of three silent style. That was fun, okay? Because of fiction, comedy, slapstick comedy, okay? But in real life, okay, obviously parents are like that, okay? They belittle their children. Like, you are nothing, you are ugly, you're horrible, you'll become nothing, just like us, okay? You are our children, okay? You become nothing, you are nothing, you're useless, you're worthless. And they use some bad words that I'm not allowed to speak here, okay? Like SHIT, you little piece of SHIT. Some parents say those words to their children, okay? And when those children come to school, they do that to their peers, but they're bullies, okay? So they pick on weaker individuals, smaller children, okay? It's not like they pick up a fair fight. So they're not bullies, they're street fighters or martial artists. Bullies, they do not pick up a fair fight. No, they pick on weaker, weaker colleagues, weaker classmates. Unfair fight. Just like their father being bullying his wife, father bullying his children, okay? Bullyism, unfair fight. Okay, yeah. So that's what they do. They learned it from their fathers. Okay. Yep. And as they grow up, okay, some people become criminals, school bullies. If not corrected, they become criminals. Some other cases, so they're not physically violent, so they're mentally abusive, so they become office bullies, abusive office employees, or abusive employers. Okay, who belittle their colleagues, insult their colleagues, kind of like under underrate their colleagues or their employees, undervalue them, devalue them. Like, your work is horrible. Hmm? Yeah, because that's how they grow up. They are the kind of people who are sadistic. What is sadism? Sadism or sadist is an individual who enjoy when they make other people suffer from some emotional pain, like insult, belittling, like underrating, like making fun of others, just like school bullies. Okay? They enjoy torturing other people. Sadists. Sadism. Okay? It's a psychological term. Okay? And they learned it from their parents as they grew up in abusive households. That's what they used to. That's why I do what they do on a daily basis. Okay. And it, to me, it was very difficult to understand. I couldn't even imagine their existence. Okay. why do they enjoy hurting other people's feelings? That's not imagine not to me. That's not imaginable at all because I grew up in a very nice parental household. Okay, I'm a normal human being. I love people. What makes me happy when I'm nice to them, when I respect them, and when they respect me. Peace, love. Most people are like that. I'm one of those normal people. Peace lover, peacemaker. Okay. Bye, Miss Brad. Thank you. Oh, you know what? Let me elevate this laptop because it's too low here. The laptops. Let me put some books below the laptop. Okay. Because my back of my neck is hurting. Okay, because the angle it should be more horizontal. Okay, so. Bye, Miss Brad. Thank you. Oh, oh. Now, let's examine some comorbidity. What is comorbidity? That's a medical term, okay? So it means like two or more diseases occurring at the same time. Okay, so uh well, this is not product placement, okay? It just happened to be there. Okay, so let me repeat. Nobody's paying me for doing this, okay? So there's no product placement. It just happened. Products happen to be there, okay, in the background. Now, nobody's paying me for doing this, okay? It's volunteerism, pro bono, okay? And for also entertain myself. Yeah, I enjoy doing this, okay? So, although not many people are watching this, and I like that. I like it that way. I do not want too many people watching this, okay? Because we are talking about some controversial subject matter here, okay? So I want freedom of speech because if there are too many people, I have to self-censor myself, okay? And I do not want to do that, okay? So yeah, I'm glad there are not that many people here, okay? So okay, so welcome to humanology school. So, okay, narcissistic personality disorder many times comes with mythomania, the pathological line. Okay, so they're the people with very low self-esteem, and I don't understand why. Yeah, okay, they've been belittled by their own parents. Like, you are nothing, you'll become nothing. You little piece of shit, you're worthless, you're horrible. So that's how they grew up by their parents and being belittled for like 2 decades. So they have very low self-esteem. And they compensate for that by lying about themselves. Pathological lie. Like, what is pathological lying? Mythomania? They lie very easily and very often, like 10 times a day, 5 times a day, okay? Yeah. That's in order to compensate for their low self-esteem. Okay, so yeah. What do they lie about? They lie about their past achievements or their past experience or their current status. They lie to themselves and they lie to others. They are It's different from schizophrenia. Okay, in schizophrenia, the delusion case, uh, they hear voices. Schizophrenia, delusion, or psychosis. Okay, they hear voices. Okay, so the schizophrenia. Okay, so and they talk about this false fact where some government invented this machine or radar machine and sending them secret messages to their brain. I'm just giving you one scenario. Schizophrenia, okay? Then they're not lying about it. They think it's happening. It's delusion, schizophrenia, okay? And they hear voices. And they think it's sent by some governmental, like CIA, FBI agent, or Secret Service, okay? So they hear voices, okay? So and they think it's the governmental agency sending them some secret messages. It's false, but it's not a lie. They think it is true. Have I seen those people? Yeah, because they talk about it, okay? So they are not mythomania case. Right? They're not lying. They are saying what they truly believe is true. But pathological liars, like mythomaniacs, also known as pseudo logs, pseudologia fantastica, that's the mythomania pathological line. Okay, so pseudologues, that's how they term it in psychology, psychiatry. Okay, so it's a relatively undeveloped area in psychology, psychiatry. Okay, but they are getting more understanding of that particular mental disorder. Okay. 5 minutes very vocalized. Okay. Now, how much time do you have? Yeah, perhaps some book. This laptop with some books is a lot better. No more back of the neck pain. Okay, so time check. It's been less than 1 hour. 5 minutes back. Right? Thank you. All right. Oh, oh, oh. So when pseudologues, people with pathological lying, habitual lying, very easy lying, okay. Why do they do that? I know why. I've seen them, okay. When I was in I'm not gonna name names, okay. But when I was in the U.S. Army, it was my final year, okay. Uh, so it was like between 2012 and 2013, okay. Yeah, we got back from Afghanistan, 1 year deployment, okay, safely, okay. We're lucky, okay. Yeah. And there's some new recruits in our unit, Bravo Company, First Cavalry, okay. He was younger than me, and he was okay. 2012, I was 34. I was born in 1948. Okay, I look younger than 44 because I took a bath, not bath, but I took a shower. Okay, so uh, after running, okay, for 1 mile. Okay? It took me like 14, 30 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, something like that. I guess. But I run slow these days. Okay, but I run. Okay, and this guy was probably 22. He's a young recruit. Okay, new guy in Bravo Company, Fourth Cavalry, Fort Hood, Texas. Okay, and I told my colleagues, hey, yeah, if I'm not re-enlisting, I'm getting out after 4 years of service to this army contract standard. Okay, so yeah, I applied to law school and I got accepted. So after army, next year, yeah, I'm going to Ann Arbor, Michigan Law School. I told them, yeah, I got some scholarship, GI Bill. And on top of job, yeah, this scholarship. I did not tell them that part, but I told them, yeah, because they asked me, hey, you're getting out of army? You're not re-enlisting? What are you going to do next? Yeah, I got accepted in Ann Arbor, Michigan Law School, and yeah, that's my plan. We're in Bravo Company, okay? Yeah. And there's this guy, younger guy, probably 22-year-old, something like that, okay? and he was a private. Okay, maybe private first class E3 maybe. He's a 22-year old something like that. Okay, so I do not remember his name. He was not one of my close friends. He was an acquaintance in Brown Company. Okay, and one day he told me he was in university in the Eastern Coast. Okay, and he told me that he was some kind of science major, and he was involved some experimental physics uh, laboratory. Maybe he did internship. As he told me, okay, some university in Eastern Coast, and he told me like they invented how to stop time. He told me that they discovered God particle, like this particle physics, right? Like quark, yeah, smaller than subatomic particle physics, subatomic small particles. Okay, so quarks, whatever. Okay, so you tell me about that, and they discovered how to stop time. Okay, so I asked him. Okay, so okay, do you know if they also invented time machine? From what I recall, I think he said something like they were working on it. Okay. Okay. And then I asked him, okay, how about teleportation? Teleport, like Hollywood movie, Fly, what Jeff Goldblum, right? Fly, teleportation in sci-fi fiction. Hollywood, who was a Hollywood director? I don't remember his name. Okay, maybe Sonoheim or something. Okay, it's classical scientific Hollywood movies back in 1980s, I think, maybe 1990s. I think more 1980s. I think. Okay, like one person is here, and this person can with these two machines teleportation. One person is here, and then push the button. Now, after 1 second, that person is here, there, from here to there with electrical wires. Teleportation is science fiction. Okay, the movie's name, The Fly, like insect, flying insect. Okay? Hollywood science fiction. Okay, so I asked him. Okay, 22-year-old. Maybe private first class E3, I think. Okay, something like that. Right. So I asked him, okay, yeah, so how about teleportation at the Eastern Coast University Research Laboratory? Did they achieve something like that, or are they working on it still? Or... And he said, uh, yeah, I'm not sure whether he said they made it they made it happen, or they're still working on it. But the answer was on the positive side. Okay, it's either they are still working on it, they almost got it, or actually they actually made it. Answer was on the positive side. Okay, true story. I'm not making film. I'm not that creative. 5 minutes, but okay? Bucharest. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and finish that. Like 1 hour, I guess. 5 minutes. It's a bizarre story, right? That's why it's so interesting, okay? It's so out of ordinary. Some people are like that, okay? And so that was what, year, what, 2012, I guess? I have never seen those people like that before. Have I seen people like that after? Yes. I'm 48. Back then, I was 34. That's 14 years ago, okay? But at that time, when I was 34, 2012, I have never seen anyone like that before. It was strange. It was bizarre. So I asked him, okay, because I like science fiction. I also like science, okay? Hey, okay, so you worked in the laboratory in the some Eastern Coast, some university, maybe as an intern, okay, whatever, as an undergrad. He's quite young, he's like 22 or something like that. Maybe 21, I don't know. But I think he was like 23. Maybe 10-year-old, I don't know, somewhere around early 20s, okay. But he was not late teen, I think. I don't think so, guys. He was about 21, 22, somewhere around there, okay. And he's not schizophrenic, in my opinion, because he did not say, "Oh, I hear voices, radar, some governmental agency, CIA sending me the secret messages." He was not like that. Not at all. No. Okay. So, okay, I asked him some follow-up questions. Do you remember any professors' names in that university? Do you remember any of their names? And he said yes. He gave me a couple of names. Okay. What university? Do you remember the name of the university? He said yes. Okay. Hey, during our lunch break, okay, let's go to the library. In the US Army, Fort Hood, Texas, main campus, they have libraries. Internet connect with the internet connection, okay? Computers. Yeah, let's go to library together. Lunchtime, okay? You and I. Let's check it out. He said yes. So during the lunchtime, okay, 1 hour lunch break, okay, yeah, we went to library, Fort Hood, Texas, military base, okay. This army base, main campus, okay. So okay, yeah, internet, computer, okay, yeah. So let's go to the university website together, you and I. Let's check it out. Okay, like advanced physics department of some university, Eastern Coast. Okay, so we went to their website. Okay, and okay, yeah. So yeah, let's look up your former professors, physics professor, advanced physics professors in physics department in this university in Eastern Coast. Okay, yeah, you told me. Yeah, you gave me about two names, right? Let's go to their website. Because in university, each professor have their own web page. Okay, their research interest, their biography. Okay, yeah. Because before I was in the U.S. Army, I was in Cornell University doing PhD. I dropped out after 2 years because I could not take it. It was too advanced, especially mathematics. Okay, I love mathematics, but I do more elementary mathematics, to be honest. Okay, advanced mathematics is just too much. Okay, so I know some, but not too much. Okay, I'm honest. Okay, yeah. Yes. So okay, yeah. Let's go to because you remember the names of your professors, right? Let's go to the webpage in that university's website, please. So in that U.S. Army library, Fort Hood, Texas, military base, okay, mostly Army base, okay. So yeah, he went to that. He and I sitting next to each other, computer lab, okay, so internet connection, okay. So yeah, he went to that university website and the physics department, and then faculty list, the professors, okay. And I did not see any names that he mentioned. And he's yeah, yeah. Uh, I'm not seeing any the two professors' names in the faculty list. He said, "Well, that's strange, but oh, this professor, this person, I remember their names. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. This professor, they used to work together. Okay, so well, maybe those two professors I mentioned to you, maybe they went to transfer to another university, maybe. Okay." But this professor in physics in this university, I remember him, okay, yeah, because they used to work together, okay. So their professor's name, yeah, I remember. I recognize the names there, but yeah, but the two professors' names that I mentioned to you earlier, maybe they moved out. They went to different universities, maybe. Okay. Hey, whatever you say, okay. Yeah, let's go to defect. We have 30 minutes left. We have eat food lunch, right? And let's go back to our unit, Bravo Company. Okay. So that's how it went down. Okay. It's true story. I'm paraphrasing somewhat, but in the gist of the story, true story. Okay, that's how it went. 2012, 14 years ago. I remember. Okay. So bizarre. It was weird. Okay. So, yeah, 5 minutes right. Okay. Over rest. Time check now. Yeah, it was strange. Okay. So, yes, it's been 1 hour. Okay. So, we already ventilated, right? Yeah, 5 minutes right. Okay, so it's a US Army story time. Some strange one though. Yeah. So in the US Army, after deployment, okay, my final year in Fort Hood, Texas, okay, I have very two close friends, okay. They're 2 years older than me. They're also fellow martial artists. Their martial arts way better than mine, okay. Yeah. So they told me martial arts because their martial arts better than mine. I'll admit it. Their martial arts way better than mine, okay. So they told me I humbled myself. Your kung fu is better than mine, okay, but they not practice kung fu. One of them practice Filipino martial arts, arnis, okay. He told me nunchucks. He even built me one, okay. Thank you. So they're 2 years older than me. Another one, jujitsu, mixed martial art, okay. Yeah, he told me for free, but I insisted, hey, at least let me buy you some lunch, nice restaurant, and they said yes, okay, because I wanted to pay, express my gratitude, okay. They're both 2 years older than me, and their martial arts way better than mine. Okay, yeah, and I humbled myself to learn from their martial arts, Filipino arnis and jiu-jitsu. Okay, and they told me, okay, thank you, sirs. Okay, yeah. So, what we deployed together. Okay, two guys, 2 years older than me, better martial arts skill. Okay, and they told me, okay, and we got back to Fort Texas. Okay, 2012. Okay. And we use like three musketeers, older guys, martial artists, okay. But initially it was three of us, like three musketeers, okay, in Fort Hood, Texas, okay. And other people in the Bravo company took on notice. They're mostly younger than us, okay. And they wanted to join us because we would go to like nice restaurants together. Yeah, shooting range, like with shotgun and rifle and handgun, okay. Hang out in the weekend, three of us, okay. So other people, mostly younger than us, took a notice. They wanted to join us. We go to a nice restaurant together during the weekends. We are cool older guys who know martial arts. Okay. And we know how to have fun. During the weekends, nice restaurant, some gun shooting range. Okay. So they took notice of us and they wanted to join us. Okay. That that's fine. And then this guy, okay, yeah, who lied to me about what time machine, teleportation machine, some Eastern Coast University, time stopping with like gas particle. He tried to join us too, and I told these two older guys, look, this guy, I recommend you. He told me some strange stuff, so we should not let him into our social club because he's just too weird. Okay, I told them. Okay, but they did not take my recommendation. Okay, so they're more generous. Okay, both of them are married with children. Okay, they're 2 years older than me. They're more forgiving, more lenient, more generous. Okay, so they let him in to join us. By then, it was like about 10 people, between 5 and 10 people. Initially, three of us, okay, but one by one, they joined us. Okay, like weekend social club, we would go to bars, just one drink, like just beer, right? Because we have to drive back home. Okay, we are responsible drivers. Okay, U.S. Army. Okay, so we are like martial artists, the original three. Okay, yeah, but we have been to bars, just one beer. Okay, we will go to restaurant together, shooting range, guns, target shooting. Okay, so I told these two guys, yeah, this guy tried to join us, our social club. Yeah, initially original three, right? Two guys and me. Okay, martial artists. We are cool older guys. Okay, and then later on, yeah, more people tried to join us, so it became like five, 7, then 10. True story. Okay? Because we're very well disciplined martial artists. Okay, we're athletic and we also know how to have fun in nice restaurant during the weekend. Okay. But this guy who told me all these stories in science, physics, teleport, teleportation, time stopping, time travel, like time machine. I told these two older guys, original three, okay, 2 years older than me, better martial arts, okay, than mine, okay. I told them, yeah, this guy's a little bit strange, okay, so we should not admit to the social club to join us because that guy's a little too crazy. But they said, oh, no, no, no. We allow everybody. We're lenient. We let them come in. Okay. I was like, okay. Hey, you're 2 years older than me. Your martial arts is better than mine. Okay. So, what do you say? Okay. True story. It's bizarre. I know. But it's interesting because it's so strange and extraordinary. Okay. My mistake for correct. Okay. Back to the humor show. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. True story. Okay. Right. I'll tell you what happened next. Okay. Nothing bad. Okay. Yeah. Nothing bad. 5 minutes. Okay, so U.S. Army story, strange one. Okay, so, it's funny because it's strange. Okay, it's extraordinary. Totally like. Well, let me redo my hair real quick. Okay, so it was bizarre. I'm not making it up. I'm not a creative. Okay, and no, I'm not a pathological liar. Okay. Yeah, I write novels, short stories. Okay, yeah, but I I'm not as creative as the divinities. I believe in divinities. Okay, gods, goddesses. Sure, it's their story. They wrote this. They made this happen. Okay, I'm just observer. Okay, as a human being. Okay, I'm not a creative at all. Well, I'm a somewhat creative as a writer, but not that creative. Okay, this really happened. Okay. So this strange guy, what, 22-year-old, maybe 21. I don't think he was like 23 yet, okay. He looked quite young, okay. And so these two older guys, better martial artists, okay, who taught me martial arts, okay. They let him in, okay. So I told them, yeah, we should not let him join us, but was noted, but decision was made by these two older guys, okay? And because they're better martial artists than I am, and I was, okay. Okay, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever you say, okay. So he joined us. So one weekend as a group. By then, it's like between 5 to 10 people, okay, Bravo Company, Fort Cavalry, Fort Texas, okay. Maybe 7 or 8, okay, of us. Went to restaurant together during the weekend, maybe Saturday. Okay. And you're having nice lunch, sunshiny day. I remember. Nice restaurant. Not like too expensive, okay, but it was not like McDonald's Burger King. We love McDonald's Burger King, okay, but it was not that. It's like some nice local restaurant that serve like steaks, okay, beef steaks, okay. Yeah, we went to restaurant, okay, nice interior design, okay, and there were like 7 or 8 of us, okay. So yeah, let's take some group photos, selfies, cell phones. It was 2012, okay. In in Texas, okay, nearby Fort Hood, Texas, okay. And this guy, yeah, like 22, 21 year old, okay, he did not want to take picture with us. Okay, so he was like this cell phone camera angle, right? He was like, oh, he wanted to get out of the frame. Okay, I remember that. So he did not want anything in the on the record. Okay, because he knows he lied to me. Okay, I think that was why. So he did not want to take picture with me, photograph on the record. Okay, I think that's why he avoided want to get outside this frame. Okay, I remember that vividly. Okay, so I was like, "He's this strange guy." So yeah, nothing on the record, no photograph with me. The person that you lied to me. Yeah, so yeah, I can understand now. Okay, so he doesn't want any evidence, right? Because he knew he lied to me. Okay, okay. Then why did he lie to me? With all this science fiction, teleportation, time stopping, time travel, time motion. It took me a while, but I understand why he lied to me now. And I'll tell you. Find this spell, okay? Look, I'm not telling any names. I do not remember their names. They're not my close friends, okay? So they're all canvases in Bravo Company, okay? No defamation. Okay, I'm a lawyer. Okay, so there's no ground for defamation here. Okay, so I do not even remember their names. Okay, they're not my close friends, but I remember approximate age, race, hair color, eye color, skin color. Okay, visual memory. Maybe not photographic memory because I do not remember their names. I do not. I'm honest. Okay. Yeah. What's his race? 22, 23, 21-year-old guy. I'm not gonna tell you. His eye color, I'm not gonna tell you. His skin color, not gonna tell you. Okay. Although I remember, because still want to protect his identity. Okay. His age level, between 20 years old or 22-year-old. Okay. 20, 21, 22, around there. Okay. His hairstyle, his hairstyle. Okay. Yeah. That's what I can tell you. Okay. But I remember some more details, like his eye color, skin color, ethnicity. Yeah, I remember, but I'm not gonna tell you. Because I have to protect his identity. Okay. No hard feelings. Okay. Water under the bridge. I hope and pray he gets some therapy because he's a pathological liar. Okay. I hope he gets some therapy and get healed of that. I hope so. Yeah. Farmers break, thank you. Okay, so several months later, maybe it's 2013, okay. Uh, we're in the same shop, avionics, Bravo company, Fort Hood, Texas, okay. I noticed a change, okay. That guy, maybe 21-year-old, okay. Rank patch is like, I don't remember the terminology, okay. So, yeah, it used to be like, I think it was like E3, probably first class, okay. Two lines, okay, yeah. Then that day, several months later, E2, probably second class, okay. So I noticed he was doing extra detail, like some physical level, okay, as a punchman, okay. Look, I did not report him to my sergeants, NCOs, okay, all superiors. I was really E4 specialist, okay. Yeah, two guys older than me by 2 years, better martial arts, E4 specialists, okay. I did not report him for lying to me about science fiction. I did not report to his lie, the incident, to my sergeants, okay, because maybe he's a little bit crazy, okay, but it's a lie, but it's not a reportable offense in U.S. Army regulation standard, okay, so I did not report him. No, I didn't. I just told my guy, two friends, guys, you should not include him in this social club during the weekends when we go to restaurant, okay? I just told two guys, okay? Because I don't want him. I don't want to hang out with these strange people, pathological liars, okay? They're 2 years, okay? They're too strange, okay? Mentally disturbed, okay? I do not want to spend my weekend time when I hang out in a nice restaurant. I do not want to hang out with those strange, crazy people, okay? I just told these two guys, 2 years older than me, same rank, if for specialist, although their martial arts better than mine, okay? Yeah. But I did not tell our superiors, sergeants, E5 sergeants, okay? They are superiors, okay? Below that, E4, E3, E2, E1. the same junior enlisted soldiers, okay? Yeah. I was higher ranking soldier than he was, but his offense, lying to me, that's not a reportable offense, okay? Yeah, when I was in the army, I was good soldier. I know army regulation, okay? It's not a reportable offense, okay? But I did not want to hang out with him during the weekend. He's weird, lying to me like that. Why did you lie to me? I think it's out of jealousy, okay? Because I'm going to law school, okay? So he saw me. Oh, you're better than me. Actually, you're not. I'm better than you. So I was in this Eastern Coast University as an intern or undergrad, advanced undergrad student, okay, time machine, this teleportation, science fiction, coming to reality, the God particle, the particle physics, time stopping, okay. I'm better than you, Hunkily. Oh, you boast about going to law school after US Army. I'm jealous about you. So, but my education level is not as high as yours. So I have to make up for it. So I have to lie about it. I'm better than you. Haha. That's what pathological liars do. Okay. When they see somebody who's better than themselves, to compensate for that offense, feeling of inferiority, they cannot handle it. So they lie about it. I'm better than you, Uncle Lee. Okay. So yeah. You like time machine? I been to that science lab in Eastern Coast University. So I'm better than you. My physics education knowledge is better than yours. Uncle Lee, okay. You go to law school? Well, maybe you should go to this Eastern Coast University instead. Maybe he wanted to derail my career development. Maybe he wanted me to go to Eastern Coast University to join their teleportation or time machine laboratory instead of going to animal vision school. Out of jealousy, right? Maybe that was his intention. I do not know. I'm just speculating, okay? Maybe he was just jealous. Tell me my guess. Why he told that those lies to me. They elaborate lies, okay? It's professional jealousy, right? But I did not tell my sergeants or commissioned officers about his lies. But I told my fellow junior soldiers if for specialists, okay? I don't want to hang out with him during the weekend when we go to the restaurant. He's too bizarre, weird liar, okay? What happened next? Several months ago, he got demoted. My guess, I think he told some kind of lies to his superiors, like sergeants, okay? That was my guess. He got demoted from E3 to E2. As far as I remember, okay. My guess is that he lied to me, right? I think he lied to sergeants. They do not tolerate that stuff. My guess is that he told lies to sergeants, E5 sergeant. There's superiors, okay, NCOs, non-commissioned officers, okay. I think he lied to them, and because he lied to me, right? Pathological liars, they're like that. They lie to everybody, okay. So, oops, okay. He lied to NCO sergeants. If E5 and all, okay, then they do not tolerate that stuff, okay. Uh, they have some authority to punish him, like demotion. I think that's what happened. I didn't ask him, okay? I was not his friend. We all acquaintances, okay? But I think that's what happened. But fine, Mr. Bucharest, okay? How much time do we have left? So please do not lie, okay? Be honest, okay? 30 minutes left, but as you can see, I'm drunk, okay? So maybe we do 5 more minutes, okay? Yeah, we'll see. We'll do one more segment. I don't know. Okay, so we gotta wrap it up soon. Okay, because I gotta eat food, okay? So and finish watching this wonderful Korean TV show. What's going on with Secretary Kim, okay? Just nice TV show, okay? So yeah. Okay. So the moral of the story is this, okay? Do not lie, please. Stop, okay? Okay? Lot to appreciate other people. These two gentlemen, 2 years older than me, same rank, E4 specialist, okay? I humbled myself. Their martial arts better than mine, okay? Yeah, teach me. Let me learn from you, okay? And they did. They did teach me. Their superior martial arts skills, okay? I learn from them, okay? Yeah, so I'll admit their martial arts is better than mine. Oh yeah, way better. Was I jealous of them by the fact that their martial arts better than mine? Why? No. I was like, wow, your martial is great. Better than mine, okay? So please teach me. I buy your lunch as a payment. They said no, because they're martial artists. Okay. Yeah, I want to teach you for free. Because I was very humble. I am still humble, okay? I want to learn. And they say, yeah, you don't have to buy us lunch. No, no. We enjoy teaching you. You're humble. You have good attitude. But I was like, yeah, I insist. Okay, yeah, I just want to express my gratitude to you. Okay, so please. And they allowed me to. So I bought them lunch. I did. Okay, they let me. Okay. How nice. Those are normal people. Okay. But people with this narcissistic personality disorder, like pathological line, like mythomania, they cannot handle when they see somebody who's better than they are. So they come up with lies. No, you're not better than me. I'm better than you. Okay. Those are sick people with personality disorders, mental illness. Okay. But normal people, we are not like that. Okay. So when we see them, it's very difficult to understand why they are like that. Okay. And based on my research, yeah, it's happened in their childhood. Okay. Obviously, parents, low self-esteem. Okay. Like you are nothing. You're not going to be anything else. Okay. So you are nobody. Okay. You're horrible. So to compensate for that low self-esteem, they come up with just elaborate lies. Those are the pathological liars. Okay. And the first case, yeah, in Fort Worth, Texas, okay, 2012. But later in my life, it's 14 years later, I've seen more of those people. Yeah. They say lies like chewing gum so easily. So I was like, oh, not again. The category of people, pathological liars. I have to deal with those people, okay. Not that many, a couple, maybe two or three, okay. After 2012, okay, I've seen more of those people, okay. Like every once in a while, okay. My recommendation? Maybe they should go to some organized religious organization, maybe church, or maybe different religions, okay. They should stop lying and start to learn to appreciate other people. When they see people who are better than they are, they should learn to appreciate. Like I did. These two guys older than me, oh, better martial artists, hands down. Okay, hey, look at you. You're martial better than me. Yeah, I admit it. I acknowledge. Okay, teach me, please. I buy your lunch. That's normal people's response. People with no mental disability. People were lucky enough to be born under good parents, encouraging kind of parents. Hey, son. Hey, daughter. You're great. You're future leaders. That's what we say in human arts school, okay? You're mighty proud future leaders. Be ambitious. Education, continuing career development, martial arts, exercise, healthy diet, healthy food, and good sleep, good rest, and also good work, good studying, stay in school, graduate, get a higher paying job, encouraging, be better, be bigger and better, okay? That's the normal parenthood household that I grew up in Seoul, South Korea back in 80s, 90s. Okay. So that was why I was so surprised by different category of people who grew up in abusive household. Because it was not my case. And I feel sorry for them. They did not choose their parents. I did not choose my parents either. But it was very difficult to understand why they say what they say, bullies, school bullies, office bullies, okay. Why they behave like that. It was difficult to understand. Because I didn't major in psychology, okay. But psychologists, they deal with those sick people, right? So I learned from them, and I appreciate psychologists. I do. Okay. 5 minutes break. How much time do we have left? Focal rest. Yeah, more than 10 minutes left. Okay. 5 minutes break. Thank you. Yeah, back to the human school. Okay. Okay, so good parenting. Let's talk about good parenting, okay? Like my parents or your parents too, okay? Encouragement, okay, appreciation. You're great, but you can do better, right? So continuing education, career development, okay? Yeah, just keep on going, keep learning. Now, let me redo my hair, though, okay? So, because the humor, okay? Some comedy relief there. Yeah, so yeah, you're great. You're fantastic. You're painting with crayon. Good parents, okay, to their children. 7-year-old children, okay. Oh, your painting is fantastic. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, you should learn some mathematics. Because last time I checked in your elementary school score card, it's not that great yet. Okay, but you can do better. Just like you draw some painting with crayon. My son, my daughter, okay, yeah, fine arts is great, but you still need to learn martial arts and mathematics, arithmetic. Now you need to learn about numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, yeah, you need to learn that too. You're not doing great yet, but we believe in you. Learn about mathematics. That's good parenting. Encouragement, okay? So balancing between tough love, soft love, okay? Teachers, professors, employers, same way. Mentors, okay? Yeah, it's tough love, soft love. It's balancing, okay? After that, yeah, you graduate this school or employment setting. Yeah, be bigger and better. Okay? Then this organization that you belong to, okay? Parents. Yeah, move out. You're 18, right? You go to college or trade school. Does not matter, okay? Yeah. You're adult now. You're 18, okay? So move out of my house. I'm your parents, okay? Move out and learn about something different. Be an adult, responsible adults, okay? But in human school, no dating until you turn 27, okay? Just focus on education, career development, martial arts, learn acting, dancing, writing. If you can, yeah, the musical instruments too, okay? Yeah, healthy hobbies. Be positive, optimistic, be ambitious. Yeah, be the rulers of the world with love, peace, and understanding. Okay. Rule the world with love, peace, and understanding. Harmony, diversity. Okay. Education, exercise, martial arts, peace, love. Okay. So welcome to human school. Okay. Time check now. We're having a lot of fun, huh? Happy Friday. Yeah, like 10 minutes left. 5 minutes break. Thank you. For rest. All right. Nice. Beautiful. Let's ventilate again, okay? Yeah, beautiful sunshine day. All right. All right. Well, so some Korean story time, okay, back in 1980s, when I was like second grader. I was like, what, 7, 8 year old preteen, okay, yeah, in South Korea, okay, elementary school. I struggled with mathematics. I did, okay, the multiplication table, memorization, like 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8. I did not like it at all. I hated it, okay? I'm being honest, okay? I was not good at mathematics, arithmetic, okay, multiplication table. I struggle with it, okay? What I liked back then? Lego from Denmark. Lego. Very educational toy back then, okay? Very creativity, okay? I loved insects, entomology, dragonfly, beetle, butterfly. So beautiful, yeah. Praying mantis, right? Beautiful, right? And I hated mathematics back then, okay? True story. But my parents, they're good educators, okay? They're college graduates, okay? So they're well educated. My parents, upper middle class, okay? So they hired condensers, they hired some tutors, okay? Because I was not doing good in mathematics. True story. So my parents paid for these private tutors, okay, after school, elementary school, okay. Yes, so that I become better at mathematics. I'm very grateful. Thank you. My parents, okay. So I got some help, private tutors, more one-to-one, individualized mathematics session, arithmetic, okay. So I got some help, okay. Thank you. So I got better scores, okay. Good parenting, okay. Yeah. I was lucky to be born in nice parental household, okay. I was lucky, okay. Yeah. I thank my parents, I thank divinity, and I thank you, my friends, okay. I got lucky, okay. I did not choose my parents. Nobody got to choose their parents, okay. I was lucky. So in humor school, back then, maybe a year ago, okay, we did a lot of mathematics, right? We are taking a break from it, okay. When will I ever get back to mathematics? Maybe next year. I don't know. I'm kind of old. I'm 48, okay. Mathematics takes a lot of energy, okay. Maybe next year. I don't know. Okay. But I'm taking a break from mathematics, okay. So, because that's what we used to do, raw algebra, right? It's published 82 pages, Microsoft Word, 12 font, Times New Roman, okay. Single space between sentences, okay, between lines, okay. It's like book length, okay? But it's published, okay? I'm happy about it. There could be some errors, yeah. I'm only a human being. I'll admit, okay? But after all is said and done and all typed and written, yeah, this is good enough, okay? So we gotta move on, okay? Yeah, so I have to publish it, okay? And I did. That was like 5 months ago or something like that, okay? And we'll see what happens with that, okay? Yeah. Mm. I don't need an award, Nobel Prize, no. But I was happy with it. Okay, it's like giving birth to a child, right? Metaphysical child, metaphysical parenthood. Okay, yeah. Does it gain popularity? Do more people download that academic paper in mathematics, the raw algebra? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so to me, it does not matter. Okay, I was just happy to give birth to this metaphysical child, mathematics academic paper, publishing it in the internet for free, PDF. Okay. To me, that's good enough. Okay. So we'll see what happens with that paper. Okay. More popularity later on. I don't know. No. But to me, it's not necessary. Okay. So I did my job. I worked on that paper over a year, 1 year. Okay. Yeah, including the 8 months unemployment period last year. Okay. So maybe divine design so that I can have more time, unemployment, to focus on mathematics. Okay, so yeah, I think it's published. Is it an achievement? Maybe something very small. Okay, not many people may appreciate it. To me, it's irrelevant. Okay, I believe in divinity. Okay, so divinity, gods, goddesses, they assigned me this task, and I did it, published it. To me, that's good enough because I did my job. Okay, yeah. In law, like jurisprudence, as a lawyer, limited liability. Okay, I do not. It's not my job to persuade people, advertise to people. This is a good mathematics theory. That's not my job. That's not your job either. It's nobody's job. Okay, it's divinity's job. Okay, if it happens, inshallah in Arabic, in Islam. Okay, if God wills. Okay, if Goddess wills. Okay, it will happen. Which let it play out. So that's my attitude. Okay, limited liability. Okay, I do my job. After that, whatever. Okay, yeah. Time check now. Well, 5 minutes left. More than 5 minutes left. Okay, we'll take 2 minutes break. Okay, thank you. Welcome to Human School. Okay, nice. Poetic, right? Yep. Yeah, so this Roger paper, okay. I have this multiple whiteboards. Okay, let me show you. Okay, you see all the stacks of whiteboards. Okay, behind me. Yeah, it was interesting. Okay, yeah, it was. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, yeah, like this. Okay, all these numbers. Look at it. Equations. Okay. Yeah. So I worked very hard on this one. Okay. So do you want to see another one? Yeah, I'll show you. Okay. It's like uh, numbers, letters, equations, hypothesis. Okay. So raw algebra paper. Okay. It's not published. Okay. So in the internet. Okay. So yeah, it was not an easy process. It took me 1 year. Okay. So in my spare time, after I punch out, clock out, okay, from lawyer job in Alaska. Yeah, that's what I worked on past 1 year, okay. We got like 2 minutes left, okay, so yeah, so yeah, I mean, it's not getting popularity, okay. Uh, it's not peer review journal, some online website, okay, it's published, okay, so but I did my job. Whether other mathematicians appreciate my theory or not, that's irrelevant. To me, it does not matter at all. I did my job. I discovered something in mathematics. I proved it. There's another story, okay? Proving a hypothesis. It takes extra work, but not too difficult though. Okay. We talked about this before, okay? Yeah, but how many theorems in that 82-page paper? Maybe between 20, 30, 40, 50, but not like 100, okay? So maybe between 30 and 50, okay? These mathematical formulas. Because I'm amateur mathematician, but I'm a serious one. I have to prove this hypothesis in mathematics, okay? And I did. Most of them, okay? In this paper, okay? Yeah. Are there some room for improvement? Oh, yeah, sure. Maybe I made some errors, mistakes. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I have to make compromise, okay? I have to have a stopping point. Okay, let's just publish it, okay? Because you can always make it better, editing, okay? Some like cosmetical errors, grammar errors, or some mathematical small errors, okay? It happens, okay? But I have to publish it. It's been 1 year, you know? Yeah, so I'll let it go. Okay? All right, it's been 2 hours, okay? Yeah, see you next time, okay? Thank you. My professors, martial arts, and quality, okay? Thank you. Welcome to human school. Okay? Thank you.